Welcome to 5 Minutes, your quick dive into the wide-ranging world of insurance, technology, and leadership. I'm Miguel Edwards, and I'll be your guide as we explore these topics that are transforming not just the insurance industry, but the business world at large. Along with sharing observations I've made over the span of my career in insurance, technology, and operations, I'll be chatting with some of the brightest minds in business and leadership. Whether you're a seasoned executive or a rising star, an industry expert, or just curious about how technology is revolutionizing insurance, this is your perfect spot for your weekly dose of insights. This is 5 Minutes. Perhaps a lot of the fear-mongering or skepticism, I should really call it, not really fear-mongering, is us trying to apply AI, Gen AI and agentic AI to what the industry is today, as opposed to what the industry will be in terms of complexity in the future. And then that frees up our ability to really focus in on those additional complexities. That's really kind of the thought process here. It's more of an enabler to deal with the future, not necessarily today.
Absolutely. So, I'm super optimistic about the future of the insurance industry. I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth. And AI and automation is one component of that, but fueling that is all this new data, right? So, we are instrumenting the world. We're connecting sensors and devices and computers to everything that we as an industry insure, not just buildings and cars, but people and cows, right? I mean, literally everything is getting connected, and we got data streaming in real time on all this stuff. So first of all, the only way we're going to manage that is having AI to help us analyze that, right? But I think when you look at the AI and then you look at all this data, and then you look at new models like embedded or parametric, right? Or even just on-demand, insurance type models. I think we have this great potential to expand our solutions, right? To cover a lot more risks in the world. There's so much risk in the world that is not covered or that's self-insured, whether people or companies realize it or not. That I think, for innovative companies that find the right combination there, I think there's all kinds of potential to move into new product areas and new kinds of
One of the things that excites me, Mark, about that prospect is, I don't think that we have, I guess Parametric is probably the first example that I can think of, but we haven't really reinvented the insurance contract in quite some time. Does Gen AI represent an opportunity for us to completely rethink what the insurance contract looks like?
And the structure of the industry, right? Because Parametric really is like almost another type of reinsurance, it can be another type of reinsurance, a new risk transfer mechanism, right? If used in the right ways. Absolutely, I think that there's so much potential to and again, it loops all the way back to my initial conversation about specialization, right? It's about understanding the unique risks of more and more granular segments of individuals or businesses or governments, and then creating the right programs, the right products to cover them, right? And we know now that probably anything we can dream up, you can probably get data, and you can probably analyze the risk, and you can probably create some product, some risk transfer mechanism to support them.
While we're on this AI theme, I want to just talk a little bit about governance, and I've got to fact check this, Mark. So I'm gonna say this for kind of as a little disclaimer. I haven't fact because I just saw it this morning on LinkedIn. Apparently, the UAE has just released an AI model where regulations will be fully governed by AI. And they're talking, it's really, so 70% faster in terms of drafting legislation and approvals. AI model trained on 100,000 legal texts, real-time analysis in 20 sectors. I mean, it's just really, really kind of fascinating. Again, I have to fact check this. I don't know if this is serious, but it sounds like this is AI now, like operating a significant part of government. To what extent, as we think about governance internally, how careful do we need to be? What structures do we need to put in place so that we can think about using Gen AI correctly?
Yeah, I think it's really complicated because you can't do governance in a company without thinking about the
Mhm.
company's strategy and culture and people, uh, and and because part of governance is prioritizing. How do you determine where you're going to spend your money and where you're going to allocate your people and what use cases
Right.
you're going to focus on, right? That's part of it. Part of it's how do you ensure efficient and proper usage of these tools.
Thank you for joining this episode of 5 Minutes. If you've enjoyed our discussion, we'd love for you to share it with anyone else you think might find it interesting. Also, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you're listening on and hit that bell to stay on top of the game with our practical 5-minute episodes. We look forward to seeing you again next week.